This is what we've been waiting for. After a wet summer, September has arrived, and with it has come a heatwave. Come with us this week as we head out for a gorgeous cruise in the sunshine.
Oh, that is good.
Go foraging for our breakfast along the towpath. And make sure you stick around to the end for a special surprise we want to share with you.
Oh, I'm going to cry.
Welcome to This Tiny Life. We're Jack and Gabby, and we live on this narrowboat. We make videos about slow living and life on the water. If you also strive to live more deliberately, hit subscribe and join the journey.
If you're new to the channel, over the past few months we've been building our very own fully electric narrowboat home. We've just been reunited with our boat after 10 weeks in the paint shed, and before we can get cruising, there's one thing she's missing: the solar panels. The only thing is, they are really heavy and need to slot back on in the same order they came off. And we have to watch the new paintwork.
That's it.
I'm putting it on my arms, I don't put on paint. We get the first two panels on okay, but then we hit a problem.
It's not going to fit on that one. So this is the wrong panel for this section. No, my side won't fit at all.
One of them, the last one we got, is just not fitting on in any gap, so we're not quite sure where it came off. So we're going to get these other two, put them in place, and then work it out somehow.
With all the other panels slotted in, Jack loosens one of the fixings and we secure in the last one.
Ta-da! 6 solar panels.
Did you get the towels?
Yeah,
Oh, hold on.
all connected. So all we've got to do is switch on the big main switch, and then hopefully we have power, not an explosion.
Right then. Shall I do the big switch on and see what happens?
You do the big Christmas switch on.
We expected something more dramatic. Yay! There we go.
With the solar panels on and the sun coming out, we're almost ready to get cruising.
We don't yet have a kettle.
That came out a bit quicker than you thought, didn't it?
I nearly spilled that all over the worktop. We're just mooring up here because the boatyard have got one last job to do before we can be properly on our way. So they're going to drill in the side of our boat to put our drainage holes in, the skin fittings, so that we can then eventually, maybe sometime soon, connect our bath and have a shower on board, which would be lovely. So yeah, we just got to wait for them to come and do that, and then we'll be on our way.
What are you doing to this bread?
Well, it's really hard to get.
It's on fire.
I don't
What?
like burnt toast either.
What is that?
I think that's done, isn't it? We need a toaster. But look, half of it's raw. That side's still bread. And that side's burnt.
The boat is full of smoke.
Oh, lovely. Tasty breakfast.
As the heat starts to rise in the boat, Simon gets started on drilling the first hole in our hull.
I don't know if you can see that, but there is a hole in the roof.
This one is for our kitchen sink and washing machine, the bath, and finally the bathroom sink. It's the hottest day of the year so far, and the canal looks beautiful for our journey heading north.
That is hot. fine. Someone's old bike probably. Shopping trolley.
Today we are cruising Artichoke about 3 hours up the canal. It's days like these that make boat life hard to beat.
She's electric. I think it's just something about how you cruise on this boat. It kind of gets you into the Gallagher sort of stand, you know, like you just sort of stand like that. Just natural.
Natural.
The natural Gallagher.
The Gallagher boat.
Yeah. I just need a bucket hat and a bad attitude.
And a big coat.
And a big coat, even though it's like 70,000 degrees today.
It's actually about 30 degrees today, which is hot enough. We're not quite going fast enough to benefit from a breeze, but this sunshine makes everything glisten. Not just the water, but the luscious green trees dance as the sun twinkles through the branches overhead. We feel so lucky to be silently gliding through the landscape.
So just ahead we have our first lock of the day, first of 3 I think.
3 or 4? Can't remember.
3 or 4, so there's a boat ahead of us who are going up, so we're just going to pull in. We've got a little bit of time because I need to go up and then let all the water out and then we can go in.
That's so sweet. Nice.
Lovely. Right, lock time.
Lock time.
Yeah, probably. Come on. I'm not really sure what I'm up to over here. I'm not really doing anything apart from pretending to pull the boat. I've got a bit of an excuse for not helping out with the lock. So, in case you can't tell, I am due in December, getting bigger and bigger by the day. Which means that I can't be doing with lock gates, so Jack has to do all of that and I get to just sort of enjoy the day. It's ridiculous. Which reminds me, we have got a baby related surprise which we need to show you, which we hopefully will have by the end of the video. Stick around. Tails, come on. Tilly, come on, this way. She can hear me, she's just mooching in the wrong direction. December. Yeah, 3 months. Yeah, it's nice to be at the stage where people just assume you're pregnant rather than I think I've had about 6 months of just feeling really
Bloated.
So
Yeah.
it's nice to actually people realise that you're pregnant. Risky question to ask.
It's a
though.
risky question to
Doesn't
ask.
you don't know me at all. Right, let's go.
I look hot. Not as in hot as in, hello, as in sweaty. We've got some boaty aircon down here. In our fridge, we've got a little ice compartment and we've got some useful ice packs. I'm tempted just to walk around with that taped to my forehead. Because it is boiling. I know we keep on saying how hot it is, but we've had like a whole summer where it's just been raining all the time. So I don't think we're used to this heat. Oh. Do you want to go with the boaty aircon?
I think I would actually. Gosh, thank you. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is good. Oh, that's so nice. It's like so cold it burns, but it's so good.
You just can't beat the noise of the water trickling. It's just like sitting next to the pool on holiday, you know, when you're not really paying attention, but you can just hear like people swimming.
Yeah.
It's just kind of more calming. The adult pool.
That's good clarification.
We've just got 2 more locks and a couple of miles to go until we get to where we're heading today. The beauty of boat life is your home travels with you. Today, we are hoping our favourite spot in the wilderness is free.
Are you okay going under that bridge?
I think so.
'Cause
Why?
I think that's the bridge that, when we're on the way down here, we had a bit of an incident at. Ooh.
It's the stress of having to pick you up as well. I think I handled that bridge quite well that
Yeah.
time.
It wasn't too triggering.
It wasn't too triggering. I got through, and I actually completely forgot. So. Stay there. We're miles away from the flooding front, we're fine.
And just at the top of the lock is our favourite mooring spot where we'll be spending the night.
Good morning. In case you can't tell, I'm just woken up. But how beautiful is it to wake up and have a view like that out the front hatch?
It's lovely, isn't it?
It was like the main reason why I wanted to sort of design the boat like this, with like the bed right up with this hatch looking out over the canal. I mean, 2 reasons for it. One, so we could get the morning view, and also so we could fit in the widest bed possible into the boat. But it's just so lovely to be in like this lovely remote wildernessy sort of spot and be able to wake up to that. It's just such a nice way to start the day.
Gorgeous.
But now, I don't know about you,
Peckish already.
hungry, and I could do with a cup of coffee.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise.
When we first thought of the project to make the boat fully solar powered, kind of knew that life would become full of compromises, and one of them is having to do jobs like that where you've got to put the solar panels on a bit of a tilt to try and make sure that you're getting the most efficient amount of sunlight that you can to recharge the batteries. And you might consider it to be a bit of a faff. It takes like 15-20 minutes to get them all up on that angle. I quite like it in a weird way. I quite like the way you have to consider where your energy is coming from, and just by making it more efficient, making sure that you are like harvesting as much as we can from the sun, just gives like a real sense of satisfaction. So I know it sounds a bit daft, because I've just spent 15-20 minutes doing all of that, and in about an hour I'm gonna have to lower them all down again because obviously the sun is moving through the sky. But yeah, I just like it. I think sometimes you just don't really realise, do you, when, you know, in normal life you just click on a switch and on comes the light. You don't think about the work and the energy that has to go into creating that. Whereas with this, it has to be deliberate.
One thing we noticed when we moored up last night is we are right next to 2 wild plum trees. So we're going to pick some and then scatter them on some morning porridge.
Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes.
Look at him!
Great!
Look at him!
Went in!
No way!
Went in! That never happened.
We also picked some stinging nettle seeds. We've got a video coming out soon about the benefits of this wonderful wild superfood. We'll link to it on the screen when it's published.
It's a good sized portion. Lovely. What's up? You've had your breakfast.
It looks lovely.
Doesn't it?
Beautifully presented.
Good. Now that breakfast is done, it's time to make the most of this beautiful day and try and get as much boat DIY done as possible, because the clock is ticking for when this project needs to be completed by. Before we do that though, we promised you a little baby related surprise. We've made our first purchase, which was a little bit of an impromptu sort of thing. It's nothing practical, like we've done really nothing like practical in terms of getting this boat ready for the little arrival of our new tiny life. But I saw this and just thought it looked so cute, so I had to go for it. So
Should we do it?
yeah, let's open it and have a little look. I'll tell you what, I'm going to pop you down here and let's open up the package.
Excited. Ready?
Little bag.
Oh, they're really sweet, honestly. Oh, they're so cute. First baby purchase. And by this is Jack being very sensible. If they lose one, we both have lost a toy as a baby. They've got 2. They're so cuddly.
Oh, I had a little tear in my eye then.
Look at you getting emotional.
First little baby toy. Oh, I'm going to cry.
Aww. You set me off.
If you don't already, please hit subscribe and join us next week as we get our boat back home and crack on with a DIY boat build. Oh, and if you'd like to buy us a coffee, we will be eternally grateful. The link is in the description. See you next week.
Bye.